most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical
I
therapist.
kind of screwed that up. And together we have the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today we're going to show you the 7 best stretches and foam rolling to release tight hips. Plus, we're going to do a giveaway.
There you go.
And this is the giveaway, Brad. It's actually the Easthills Fitness 4-in-1 foam roller. So you get a foam roller, and you get a rolling stick, and you get like a massage ball, and then you get the case. I saw a review on this. I just got to say something, Brad, because
Go ahead, say it, Bob.
I don't know if they were trying to sabotage this or something like that. This is basically hollow, but it is very solid.
It is substantial.
And the person says, well, this is going to collapse eventually.
Yeah.
It's like, are you joking? This thing is so solid. I mean, I weigh 200 pounds, and I can easily jump on this thing. I mean, you and I both could get on there, I know, and it wouldn't break.
Yeah,
So. It's not going anywhere.
It's not like it's made out of cardboard.
I would say the one thing about this, it's a little bit of a harder one, although these are a little bit softer, but this is a little more aggressive one.
Sure.
This is, if you're starting off, it might be a little bit too aggressive for you. But anyway, if you are new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. And yes, if you want details on we're giving away 3 of these, or at least the company is giving away 3 of these. You want to join us we got a pin to the top of the Facebook page, or you go to our website, bobandbrad.com, and go to giveaways.
There you go.
So, Brad, I think my last couple of years of my life here so far, I hope I keep going, I've been really finding the importance of keeping my hips really loose.
Sure.
It really helps me with sports, and it really helps me feel younger, and it just helps me with walking. It just feels better.
What kind of sports do you do?
Golf. I mean, I got a twist and stuff like that.
You got a good point there,
Yeah,
Bob.
and running.
Well, I didn't know if you started playing football or something.
Well, you act like I don't play any sports. I play sports. So anyway, we're going to go through some of the common stretches and foam rolling that I think really help, that help me, and that keep you younger. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back in place here. The first one we're going to go ahead and do is the hip flexor rolling. This is one I never used to do, Brad. And now this is the one I won't miss, because I'd get pain and tightness in here.
Sure.
Especially if you sit a lot all day long. So you want to just go down, and this is one where I do like one that's a little more aggressive, that has the bumps on it, because you really got to get into that.
Yeah, you got to get in deep. I'm going to show you from a different angle, and this is just a different type of foam roller, but.
So I usually have it a little bit of an angle, Brad. I don't have it straight like this. I put it a little bit of an angle, and I get right over onto the hip flexor. Hip flexor's right here on the front of the hip, and you can go down into the quad too while you're at it.
Oh yeah.
But I usually do one side at a time, and I just roll back and forth like this, and I can roll it all the way down into the quad too. And quite often, again, I wonder with a lot of people, Brad, who start thinking that, oh my God, I'm getting close to having a hip replacement. That if they wouldn't stretch some of these muscles, that it might put that off for a while.
Sure.
I'm deadly serious. I think I think a lot of the pain you might be having is coming from tight muscles and not always the hip itself.
Sure.
Even though you might be bone on bone, doesn't mean you always have to have pain with bone on bone.
Sure. Do you have? You already do about a minute on each hip?
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't take very long.
Okay.
I would say a minute on each hip is very good. All right, then you want to do a hip flexor stretch. Now, you can do that a number of ways. Brad's going to show you how you do it on your knees. If you have your foam roller, you can actually just do it right on the foam roller, too. You can get up onto it like this. So I got my sacrum and my pelvis on there, and I'm going to stretch this side. So I pull this hip up, and you see how that my foot even comes up a little bit.
Yep.
So I'm stretching the hip flexor right there.
And if you do it on your knee, don't do it on a hard floor. It hurts your knees. I got a little cushion here. I'm going to be here, and I'm going to think about bringing my belt line forward while I keep my shoulders back. And I can already feel these tissues right in here, those muscles and everything else. It supports the hip in front of the hip, stretching out. Make sure you relax when you do all of these. Think about breathing, relax, nice, warm, sunny day. If you're husband or your spouseling is agitating you, you got to get that out of your mind.
Spouseling?
Yeah.
All right, then I'm going to go ahead and go right into the hamstrings here, Brad.
Yeah.
Another great one to do. I do this one every day before I run. It just and some of the people who, if you're really into it, like I was sore from just starting to run outdoors again. You know how
Sure.
that transition is harder because you're going up hills. Um, so I actually rolled today a little bit before and even after running,
Oh,
and to help with that, we just did that video on DOMS,
yep.
delayed onset muscle soreness, and I was getting some of that, and it just felt really good.
Muscle pliability and get the circulation going.
Now I'm doing one here, and then you can actually go into doing, I mean, two. You can actually go down into doing one here, so you can put a little more pressure, and you can even go 1 foot over the other like this, and you really can work it. So
Now with me, if I roll up towards my sacrum and low back with the softer one, it feels fantastic. It's
all right,
amazing.
I would be a little careful going over the sit bones though. I wouldn't go over those. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think if you got a soft one, it'll be
Maybe you
tolerable.
could, but
that one's pretty aggressive.
I mean, you could get, especially if you have a little bursitis there. You
Oh,
could, I mean,
sure.
that
Yep.
could irritate that.
Yep.
So Brad's going to show again. What's nice about this, the stick really works well for getting, like, to me, the hip adductors are really difficult to do with a foam roller.
Yep.
So he's going to show that's the muscles on the inside of your thigh.
So this
And-
has little wheels that spin around. There's 7 of them there, and you can get in here and get them to roll. There we go. Ooh. I'm going to go right up on the quads a little bit too, Bob. That feels
Yeah,
good.
you actually can get hamstrings. You can do, I mean, you can work it all with the stick. It really is kind of versatile, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. And that's why it's nice that this comes with both of them.
I
So
shouldn't have my black pants on with this black. Sorry about that.
yeah, you
people.
probably can't see much there,
Yeah,
can we?
but believe me, it's definitely doing the job. It's amazing. I usually don't use one of these, Bob, because I use the roller. But this is a nice adjunct to it.
No,
I
it
like
really is. Why don't you show the hip adductor stretch, Brad? I'm going to bring
Oh,
a
yeah.
chair out and show it.
So I like to do mine. I'm stretching this adductor muscle there. Try to keep my posture, and I just slide out, and then I'll pull, and I can feel it stretching in there, those groin muscles.
Can you even see me, Liz, or not? Should I need to come over?
Just keep it on me, Liz. Forget him. Man. We don't want those people to have shock.
Yeah, that's right. So I usually, what I do in the mornings, Brad, is I go up to my staircase.
Yep.
And I go like this, and I can actually grab the rails even here and pull myself
Oh.
and get a little bit of the QL there
Sure.
too, quadratus lumborum. So I'm getting both at the same time, but I always think this is a great stretch to do too. So
Now, with the stretches we've mentioned so far, I don't know if we mentioned repetitions, but if you want to hold it for 30 seconds, that's kind of a typical time that a lot of people recommend. I like to kind of do the pressure on, pressure off, and do that about 10 repetitions at a slower pace.
yeah, I do a little bit of both sometimes.
Yeah.
And some muscles I'll spend a little bit longer time on them if they're a little bit tight or sore, but
Yep.
others I might do just the 30 seconds as Brad mentioned. All right, then hip external rotation. Now there's a number of ways to do this. Brad's going to show on the floor. You can actually do this one. Can you see me yet, Liz? You can actually do this seated too throughout the day even. You just put one leg up on the ankle on the opposite knee and push down like this. This is a great one to do. Pressure on, pressure off, pressure on, pressure off, pressure on, pressure off. And you can tell if you're tight by just comparing one side to the other.
Yeah.
See how high the knee goes, and you can see if there's one side that maybe needs a little more work. But again, it's amazing if you keep the hips stretched out, how the pain levels can start to go down,
Yep.
and especially if you do some of that foam rolling along with it. So, and then the
Yeah.
final exercise, number 7, is hip internal rotation. So Brad's going to show that. You just lay down on your back, and then he's going to grab. You're going to show it.
I'm going to wait till you quit talking.
Okay, go ahead.
So my right leg, that's the one I'm going to stretch. I'm going to take my left one over the top and then bring that down and across. It's kind of like a pretzel technique, but I really like it. Makes especially my right hip is the tight side. I can clearly see that Bob was mentioning. And you'll notice it too, especially on that figure 4 stretch we just did. I'll do the other side now. And
And quite often with arthritis, this is one of the motions you're going to be lacking is the hip internal rotation. That's the one that starts to go, doesn't it?
yeah.
Matt, I called you Matt.
Oh,
That's
Bob.
my son's name, Brad.
Hi, Bob. We've been knowing each other for 25 years.
I could just look on the shirt here and see our ugly mugs on there. So
Well, there's no doubt about that.
So anyway, make sure you sign up for the giveaway, and also remember, Brad and I can fix just about anything
Except for,
a broken heart.
there you go. Is it going to be right here?
Well, we're working on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be right here. Thanks.